So I feel bad. I know that with my ADHD, I have a lot of ideas, and the ideas come to me, and I don't always act on them. But this one, I think, is a big miss.
Okay.
I had a plan for saving democracy that I never put into action, and I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What was this silver bullet?
The plan was to create a new political party, and we would call it the Dolly Cats, or Dollycrats, or Dollykins. We'd market test that to see which one would resonate. But the idea would be at the very top of the ticket, we would run Dolly Parton for president, and Chris Evans as Captain America for vice president.
She would never go for it, though, because she's been very apolitical. Like, she refuses to
We sell it
affiliate.
to her. We sell it to her by saying, listen, there is tons of legislation out there that consistently gets like 60% of Americans to say, yeah, let's do that. You know? We just make that the platform. Let's just get this stuff through, and we'll deal with everything else.
Okay.
And you take Dolly's inherent likability. Like, nobody dislikes Dolly Parton. There are people who are very popular but are also very disliked, like Beyonce. I don't know why people dislike her. They do.
They do?
Some do.
Who are these monsters?
I don't know. That's not the point. The point is, Dolly's the only person who is liked by everybody. And Chris Evans, I'm saying he has to commit for 4 to 8 years to play Captain America every day in his role as vice president. The idea is that Dolly just goes out there and she says, like, hey, isn't it crazy that, like, we've got these bridges crumbling and stuff like that? Why don't we just raise some taxes on some really rich people and we get these bridges fixed? And all of America's like, that sounds like a great idea. And then what Captain America, not Chris Evans, what Captain America does is he stands in front of the joint session of Congress and he says, the eyes of the world are on us, people. We have to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have saved it all.
Sure.
Next time.
Yeah.
Roll music. Hello, and welcome to a special short edition of Crazy Together. We are your hosts. I'm Marcus Octavius, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, who is actually the one who is panting and making smacking noises, and her dog, who's being very, very compliant and silent. But my wife is Esme Octavius. No, that's your line.
We have a very insistent dog right now who is, like, determined to have our full and undivided attention. It's problematic at this moment. This is not the tone we were looking to strike for this. God damn it.
Yeah.
Anywho.
But
yeah.
maybe it's for the best.
Yeah, I suppose. So, yeah. I'm Esme Octavius. And if you're listening to this, we imagine you've listened to some of the other episodes by now. And so you might know who we are, what we're about.
If you haven't, though, go back and listen to some of our other episodes because they're pretty goddamn remarkable.
One of the things we like to do on this show is talk about the social and environmental factors that affect our mental health, because these factors can have an enormous impact on our health and well-being. And last week, there was a pretty big factor we couldn't ignore.
We're speaking of the 2024 election, of course.
Right. The election results, for us, were not what we wanted. And like a lot of other people, they have us feeling pretty worried about the future.
It seems like a lot of people are in a pretty dark place. And I know Esme and I have spent some time in that darkness, too.
So we decided to put this episode out there just to acknowledge those feelings.
And look, it's not our intention for this to become a political podcast, but we're not going to avoid it either. Politics can affect our mental health in a number of ways, so we feel like it's fair game. But for those of you who are hurting, We don't want to make you sit through any more political analysis. I'm sure you've been through enough of that already. Our 2-year election cycle just drew to a close, so let's take a break for a minute.
We also don't want to give you any false hope or tell you it's all going to be okay. We want to be honest with you, and now more than ever, we want to encourage you to take care of yourselves and to seek professional support if you need it. There are some pretty tough times ahead, and we're going to need everyone's help. So do what you need to get healthy.
That said, if the election did turn out the way you wanted, then we don't want to alienate you either. And there's a place for you here if you'd like to listen. I can't guarantee you'll always like everything we have to say. We just say if there's someone in your life who is struggling as a result of the election and you're not sure why, then you might consider asking them some questions. Based on the exit polling, you might actually be surprised to have a lot of similar concerns.
And if there's anything in your life that you're struggling with, then the same advice applies. Please reach out to a medical health professional for support.
Oh, and one more thing. If you are feeling low, one of the best things you can do is help others. So if you have the time, the strength, the wherewithal, you might consider looking into some volunteer opportunities in your community, because chances are there are going to be a lot of people who need help going forward.
That's all for now. We'll spare you the usual closing bit, but we do want to remind you that if you want to drop us a line, go to CrazyTogetherPod.com and fill out the form on the Contact Us page.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.